Just
Hallo, hier ist Klurfeld.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. Thank you very much for waiting. My previous stream ran over, but we're good to go now. I am Deleted Scenes, human being American in YouTube Ronin, and I would like to welcome you to tonight's episode of Live from Sparkwood in 21. This series chronicles the cult classic television series Twin Peaks, created by David Lynch and Mark Frost. Joining me on this odyssey are Superfans Netters Network.
Hello.
Last call. Jody.
You got to remember,
And-
she's on the same mic I am. So if you bring her in first, you don't hear her.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. Don't hear me.
My bad. All right.
Hi, Boomer.
Hello.
Hello.
Why do I see Paul Lind Halloween special up top in Cosme?
Because I think Curtis is just all excited for Friday.
I'm excited, man. That'll be Friday.
Let's face it, Paulin was a lot of fun.
Yes. But anyway, here we are, man. It's the penultimate episode of Twin Peaks.
If you ever saw, speaking of deleted scenes, that's the channel we're on, right? A lot of DVDs used to come with great DVD extras, and on the DVD for the Butterfly Effect, there were several different alternate endings. And there was the dark ending, which was the original intended ending. Of course, there was the theatrical release ending. And then there was the happy, sappy ending. That's literally what it's called on the DVD. The next two episodes are kind of like that. There's the happy, sappy ending, and then there's the dark ending. Whether or not you accept both of them, or they're both canon and you got to rectify them, we'll figure that out over the next couple episodes here.
What?
He says like he doesn't already know.
I remember there's a lot of weirdness coming. That's all I remember. Like I'm like doing a head scratcher.
Yes. I will try to help you out with that. Although you've had time to chew on it a little bit. I think a lot more of it will make sense to you with a subsequent viewing. But, yeah, I want to see where Deleted Scenes is at as we go through this for the initial reaction before I start getting into it.
So this is the episode where everything comes to a head?
You get, I'll tell you this, you get a lot of answers. If you stop at the end of tonight's episode and don't watch the next one, you could probably say, okay, I feel like I've got closure and an ending here. Back when and I told this story back when we watched, when we first started, the very first episode, the pilot episode, I said, for the longest time, the only way you could watch this was on VHS. And the only VHS that was released in the United States was the European cut that had the additional ending on it, because it was just part of the overseas agreement. It had to be a standalone thing that they could show in theaters, and you didn't necessarily have to see the series in order to understand it. So it's got this tacked on ending that when the show went to network here in the States, they chopped that off and they turned it into, Cooper's dream, and some of the other scenes were used elsewhere during the first season. Not all of it, even some of it doesn't ever get used at all outside of the European cut. So for the longest time, fans would tell other fans on the internet, so if you have the international cut, you watch it until this happens, and then there's the traffic light at Sparkwood and 21. Hit stop, then play episode 2. That's how they would always consume if you wanted to watch the series. Of course, that went away after it was released on DVD, but I would say the same thing is true now with the last 2 episodes of The Return. If you want, you can stop right at the end of tonight's episode, or you can watch the next episode and start scratching your head and spend the next 30 years, debating with people on the internet what actually happened and what it was you saw.
All right. Before we go any further, I would like to say hello to everyone joining us on Twitter.
Absolutely.
I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Those of you in the live chat, FKHC 2005 was, of course, the first, sometimes known as Tim.
Sometimes.
Faithful.
Yeah.
Yes. A man of many aliases. What is that about, man? Faithful Blue Wrench, channel member, the Bird Woman of YouTube. Watch out for her second channel, Fluff Chick Productions. It's Connie Clary. Channel member, JPRPH1. The tired midnight blogger himself, channel member Curtis Selby. Host of Films with Friends, where I will be appearing this Friday at 8 p.m. Big Al Presents.
That's all you have to say about that.
Yes, he does. He does present.
All right. Let's go.
Missed.
Enigma Severus. Yes, mystery movie Tuesday this week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Let's go. Like as if we're not actually on the panel. Space Fraggle, my latest channel member. Geek Flag with a Nate Nose, who is under the weather tonight. So
I'm sorry to hear it.
Yeah. I wasn't feeling so well last night and this morning myself, but I've rallied now. So
Would that be
All right.
because of the movie theater popcorn and stuff you ate?
Well, that could be.
might have been. All right.
I see a couple
There's
more people.
Victor Hugo in the chat. New name.
Victor
Thank you.
Hugo, I'm a big fan of your work. Hunchback of Notre Dame, Les Miserables, although I prefer the abridged version of Les Mis because you got all that, contemporary politics. It gets kind of boring in some spots.
Daniel Berry's Sports Highlights.
Welcome.
Cyberpunk Dystopia. All right. And I think that's everyone for right now.
We are there.
Cosme Link should be at the top of all of our chats, so if you want to please head on over there. The show will start very shortly.
Did you
Oh.
did you drop the link in Boomer's Netter?
I
for
did.
Cosby,
I
yeah.
pasted
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
You got it all by yourself, big boy.
Oh my goodness! Don't start with me tonight.
It sounds like you've had a day.
I'm just saying it's gonna be a week. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Anyway, how's
Yeah.
everybody doing?
Doing well. This is the weird thing. Mondays are usually the day where if things are going to go wrong, they go wrong. It's like you plan your day out, or like your work day, whatever, and it never works out. But my Monday was fantastic. It went pretty
Wow,
smoothly.
that's
Almost
good.
everything that I wanted to get done got done. Today, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this thing, then this thing, then this thing. No, I never got to the first thing. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still going to have the first thing done, but I got some of the other parts done.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had to do side quests all day. So yeah, it was one of those type of days where it's like nothing is doing what's supposed to.
Yeah, I know how it goes.
And Space Fraggle, I'm feeling sad because I don't see you saying hello on my channel.
These guys are already super troopers, going to all the different channels. If they miss one, let's give them a little bit of grace, huh? I mean, my
Yes,
goodness.
but I'm his favorite.
Well, you're
I mean,
everybody's
his
favorite.
name is
Let's be
Troy.
honest.
He's got to come over to my
Let's
channel.
be honest. You're everybody's favorite. That makes perfect sense. Oh boy.
And I do want to say hello to Off the Cover. Sorry for missing the last stream. No worries. I do want to let you know, however, if you're still listening to us, that we do go into spoilers on tonight's film. So
Yes.
if you want to back out of that after a certain point, I understand. But yeah, we tend to go into full spoilers if we don't like the movie. So yeah, we thoroughly spoiled that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'll tell you, it's probably not one I'm going to end up seeing.
Okay, I just checked out off the off the covers YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I just subscribed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
And
go.
dude, if you wouldn't mind subscribing back, that'd be great. But I mean, Troy, I think you'd really like.
Oh,
this.
yeah, I'm
the
sure
first
I
thing
will.
you see is
Yeah,
tired of the woke BS, light-based opinions. Hail!
Hail,
Yeah,
exactly.
he's a good guy.
He's got my sub.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, folks, I think there's no time better than the present. We are running a little bit behind, and we do have Blake 7 coming up still. So
Yes.
we are going to go ahead and we are going to get the episode started now so we have enough time afterward to discuss it. You can follow along with this on Cosme. If you are following along with the Blu-ray edition, as I am doing, this is the first episode of Disc 7, entitled "The Past Dictates the Future." Penultimate episode of the series as well. So
Yeah,
not just
yeah.
season. So what a long, strange road it has been, and I have the feeling this hour is going to be no different. As those of you remember, this season 3 has been a first watch for me, so you're going to be getting my genuine reaction. I have not seen this episode. I don't know what's going to happen. I have a couple of theories. So far, they're tracking, but we'll see. All right. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, Paul Lynde was really funny. And
play. when you're in control of the play button, you get to decide.
Yes.
I don't have any Flappy stories tonight, but unfortunately, I did hear some news about Flappy Jr. coming through the waves. Apparently, some video surfaced
Oh
appeared
no.
of him at maybe a certain party run by P. Diddy, of all people.
Oh no, I
And-
knew that was coming.
and it
Yep.
involved
No,
some
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be
lozenges
surprised.
and a plate of pancakes, and I didn't get the full details because it's kind of getting kept under wraps right now, but it's not pleasant. So
Here you go.
I don't know. They're
Let me pull up my. While you're talking, let me get my notes pulled up.
I just heard it was shameful. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? Everything in the entertainment industry now is shameful. It seems it's just ridiculous now. It's just absolutely.
And let's
So-
discuss the
What?
sorry, I was just about to point out the main crew whose credits we're seeing here. Most of them are pretty much people who were involved with back in the day with the original series.
Yes. Yes, it was very clear that David was trying to bring back everybody that he could, whether it was actors, writers, crew people, everyone. He wanted to kind of honor where it had come from and where it's been going and so forth. So we're back at Buckhorn, and
It's Gordon.
yep. Big exposition dump here. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the all three and Mulder and Scully and Ephraim Zimmerman Jr.
I'm not going to talk over this. This is meaty stuff.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I've secretly loved you.
Well, I think that goes without saying.
Judy.
Yeah. Yes. Mm.
Are those the ones that led to the blind lady? The coordinates?
Well, the first set of coordinates led to his son going.
Yeah. There he is.
There he is.
Kind of.
That's our boy.
And that makes two of us. We're both his boss.
That's what we've been asking ourselves this whole season.
Dude, you wrote it and you don't know.
Right. That's
Well,
strange
yeah.
even for Cooper. Of course.
Home again, home again. Diggity dig.
You know, absolutely.
Good evening, Jeff.
I may have to rewatch this again and kind of try to map out, you know, what days these are actually happening on. Or maybe just do an internet search and see if someone's already done the legwork for me.
This dude is all messed up.
He's been all messed up.
I bet he has a mommy and daddy that love him very much.
I'm sure. No doubt about it. You.
You like Chad there?
I like that he's still in a cell. How's that?
Is he getting breakfast? Come on.
On the road again.
Road again.
Okay, well, that got weird. Maybe we should need some music.
Nido? Yeah. Just for spits and giggles, a little kind of a spoiler. Nido is assumed to be a anagram.
Oh.
She's like, would you stop already?
Of course, I've been kind of curious about this show for a while. Is this stuff happening in different times, these scenes, too? Right?
I think so. Yeah.
Like, is the stuff at the Truman Sheriff Station all happening in faster time than the events leading up to? I don't know.
Wyoming. Damn, Jerry.
It doesn't surprise anybody.
Well,
So
he
how far is
walked from
Wyoming
Twin.
West-
It's
Sorry.
about a what? It's about a state over, state or two.
Hmm. Some weird stuff going on here.
Yeah, well, electricity means something is moving between, you know, the lodges and the realm you're seeing here. I don't want to say the real world because that's up for debate.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. right?
Oftentimes, yes.
Ooh.
Circle of sycamore trees. Nope, just one.
And we grab it.
Well, piece of glitchy mess.
Oh. And gone.
But not back to Black Lodge where he belongs. Or, yeah.
Well,
Well, alrighty then.
Dude.
This live action Life is Strange series is weird.
Oh, please. Please.
You know they're gonna.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be trash like the games. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
yeah, you did, yeah.
This Addams Family movie is weird.
It is.
We see here the Palmer house. Exactly as we left it.
Well, more or less.
This hologram will now be moving over here.
Oh.
Why am I talking like this? I don't know.
I hope he's not going to
It's
eat
your
it.
stream. You're welcome to it.
I don't think he's going to open his mouth and eat that. Of course, that could be. Maybe that'll be what happens. That's,
This is a recurring motif, too, where this is all black and white except for whatever they want to depict in gold. They did that with the Laura Palmer,
the bubble.
essence or whatever. Yeah, exactly. They've done that with the seeds, Does the head remind you of Mario 64 and the giant white ghost at the ghost house?
It's been a while. It was probably Boo in the ghost house. That's what he's called, I think. Or Big Boo. I'm not sure.
Big Babu.
No, that's not his name. Well, he knows something's up, doesn't he?
Yeah. Remember when I said that what's his name with the green glove? That whole idea for that storyline was originally intended for Jack Nance.
Andy.
He could theoretically break out of that cell, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, he could, but it's kind of like Superman.
Yeah.
When he gets in prison, it's like, well, I'm not going to do that, even though I can.
Chad wants to kill him.
I know.
I wouldn't want to stare across at that either. That's pretty awful.
Mm.
What's he doing there? Does he know something that we don't?
Usually does.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's pretty clever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yes, so I understand.
He doesn't have to do much, does he?
No.
He almost gave up the ghost there, didn't he?
Yep.
And watch the other one walk through the door and really freak him out.
The overblown smiles on both of their faces kind of remind me of the grandparents in Mulholland Drive.
Yeah. Whoa.
Which, yeah. And he's remembering his vision.
What does he think he's gonna do?
I don't know.
Just
Escape.
watch.
He's on the lam.
I think, well, I'm not going to say what I think.
He's going to get a gun is what he's going to do, probably.
That is a big office.
See, you can tell it's a doppelganger. He didn't want coffee,
Mm-hmm.
right? Actually, if he would have asked for tea, then we would have had a dead giveaway, right?
Right.
I have some
Oh, don't scratch at it. Ew.
I know.
This guy is grody. I don't like him. I was
Well,
Ew.
Ew.
Don't pick at it.
oh. Yeah, it'll never heal if you keep picking at it.
His green hand is there for a reason.
Oh!
See? Told you he could escape anytime he wanted to. And James is like, good man. Good man. Sorry about breaking the gate here, man.
Well, I think under the circumstances, it's all
Yeah.
right. Who? I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah.
They're being very clever, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
All right, Lucy. Woo!
Yep.
He shot my hat.
Yep.
What'd
Well,
she
hopefully
want to
just
shoot?
atta girl. Yeah, damn right you do. Just turn into precinct 13 real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the group.
Andy's the one who knows what's going on here.
Sorta.
Well, for the most part.
Okay.
A little late to the party there, Hawk.
Right? Well, in fairness, he didn't know what was going on.
No.
It's not.
He kind of sounds like Jack Nance, doesn't he? No, it's not. Wrapped in plastic.
It's not. Hi, Mark.
There's a fish
Yeah.
in the percolator. Why is the room getting all weird?
It's those things again.
Because
Exactly.
he doesn't have a light.
Freddie's going to be like, well, thank you all. I'm going to go back to the UK for some good old-fashioned street violence.
Yeah.
Double Cooper. Put the ring on his finger. Come on. You know the drill. The little guy told you to.
Some weird mojo there.
Yeah, it is. I know.
I'd put that ring on his finger real quick before whatever that is that's in his stomach bursts out.
Uh-oh.
Too late.
Yeah.
See that?
I see it. I don't want it, but I see it.
Hey, it's Bob.
Yeah, haven't seen Bob for a while, have we?
Did you just say oi?
He did. Yeah, I guess so.
I'm gonna punch you so hard. Punch him. Punch, 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 punch. Punch. There we go. Hit him again.
Yep.
Whoa! There's like fire coming out of the floor. Hit it again.
Yeah.
Hit it again.
Not today.
There we go. So, Cooper, you need some freaky stuff.
Yeah.
I like the casino owners just looking at what that's going on.
Yeah.
Did we just walk?
Did I do it?
Oh, good.
We didn't put the ring on Cooper. Oh, he's still there. I thought he disappeared too.
Time to wrap this up. Look at that.
Let the dry ice start working.
Yeah, whatever it is, right. I looked away. Did he put the ring on him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. I would say so. Back again.
Okay.
He's like, I have no idea what's going on here.
I am going to pretend I know everything.
Right.
He feels bad about her.
Huh.
Oh, of course. Okay.
Right.
Because why not?
Um,
She's really kind of stupid. It's like, okay, you're the real one. I don't have to be afraid anymore.
huh.
Right.
Whoa.
Okay, that was creepy.
Yep.
What is that?
It looks like an open wound.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't think you're supposed to like it.
NIDO is a acronym. I mean, a
Anagram.
Palindrome? Palindrome?
no. Well, yeah, I guess it's not a palindrome. When the letters are all mixed up, what's it called?
Right. Oh. Mm, not sure. There's Diane.
Yep.
He's eating that female.
Well,
Well, actually, it looks more
Well,
like he's
went
eating
in.
him.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wherever or whenever the hell we are. So beginning to wonder about that. You know. Hi, honey.
She looks a little cross-eyed.
The angle. Well, it's right twice a day.
It's like, would you mind explaining it to everybody else who doesn't get it?
Yeah.
At least she gets to wear a pair of fuzzy slippers. There's that noise again.
Yep. That sound like a Buddhist singing bell, singing bowl.
Hug.
What's behind door number 1? Hmm. This place look familiar?
Yeah, this looks a little bit familiar. If I'm not mistaken, Laura also kind of traversed this in her dream in Fire Walk with Me.
Hmm. I'm looking at Nate Knows comment.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck. I don't want to get too much into theories just yet, Cyberpunk, because I think everything that you see tonight could very easily be turned upside down next week. So I want you to kind of chew on this episode this week. Then we'll look at all of it next week. Yeah,
I'm a little teapot.
Tea's ready.
And stout.
I find it interesting that he actually does sound like
Bowie?
yeah, in that role from Fire Walk with Me.
Oh. Okay, look at that. That's something you see every day.
That's the symbol that was on the ring, wasn't it?
Yep. That people have associated with Judy and Twin Peaks, and now it becomes infinity. With something moving through the loops of eternity. Yep. So anyway, the owl cave symbol most people have associated with Judy now, since we found out more about Judy. And it seems to represent two peaks, but when it kind of morphs like that, again, it becomes like the infinity symbol.
Well, that explains that.
Yup! Yup!
Yes, he did, but he was very bad.
I'll show you the dead body.
Yeah.
Come on, field trip.
Yeah, Enigma. I sure have. And Donna doesn't even look like Donna anymore. Pretty much, Severus.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, there's always Teresa. Oh, I'm sorry.
And here we are back at Sparkwood in 21.
He's not happy.
Well, he also shouldn't have left her to go running around in the dark by
Yeah.
herself.
That's exactly right, Nate. That was actually the idea.
Meanwhile,
Yes.
Back at the ranch.
we just randomly happen to be here. This
Nope. They're
is
supposed.
totally random.
Nope.
No.
This is.
No, I know.
They're expecting to meet her there.
Yeah. This is not the time to be mysterious, Dale.
Yeah.
Come with me if you want to live.
Yes.
Now I always wondered, did they just leave her there, or did she wash up onto shore?
She washed up onto shore.
Okay.
Body's not there.
Yep.
Right.
So is she no longer a knob on a dresser?
Well, we'll get into explanations later.
Going fishing.
Yep.
There's a first fish in the percolator.
Will that
Well-
ever get resolved?
What's going to happen here? She's no longer there. He's going fishing. He's actually going to go fishing. Which means there may not end up being a fish in the percolator. or he won't end up serving it to Dale and Harry. See? He's fishing now.
Meanwhile,
Back at the lunatic farm.
Well, something like that, yes.
Someone skinning a cat in there? What's going on?
Sarah.
Okay.
rewind.
You caught that, huh? She's trying
Yep.
to smash the picture and it's just not smashing.
They almost need the Mulholland Drive music here.
Mm. Think you might be onto something there, Nate. To quote Riff Tracks, I watched Mulholland Drive backwards and underwater, but this was the strangest thing I've ever seen. this episode gives you the opportunity for them to get Josie and Pete
In here,
into the credits. Yeah,
as it should be.
agreed. Yeah, Lynch did not miss a trick here. Not a single one. The world spins. In memory of Jack Nance.
Yep.
There's nothing you can say about The Return that will ever make me think it's anything other than a love letter to the project and to the fans. No, that isn't. My theory is exactly the opposite, Nate. I think that Sarah is currently the host of Judy, just the way Doppelcooper was the host of Bob. And previous to that, of course, Leland was the host of Bob.
Okay, I got confused. I actually was pretty much understanding everything up to Cooper leading Laura towards home, and then she disappeared. Where'd she go?
Well, and again, I'm going to go back to something that Nate said. Doesn't Cooper understand the ramifications of a temporal paradox? He may have just spawned multiple timelines. I'm not sure if I want to say it that way. I don't think that multiple timelines actually exist. But remember that infinity symbol with the little dot moving around it, right? That's basically Cooper. Or it could be Laura, right? It may not be so much multiple timelines as it is a temporal loop. See, and that's the problem. Yeah, see, John was saying, too, I think that Sarah's Judy. Remember, we've seen both Laura and Sarah, or an image of them anyway, remove their faces. When Laura removes her face, it's a bright light inside, right? And when Sarah removed her face, it was dark and scary, right? So, deleted scenes. I'm assuming that you have seen the movie, The Passion of the Christ too, but I was going to say The Last Temptation of Christ.
Yes, I have.
Okay. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave that question out there because I think that some of the same plot elements involved in The Last Temptation of Christ are playing out here as well.
Very much so, yes.
Nate says, I think if I stayed up for...
Yeah.
Huh? If I stayed up for 48 hours straight, did LSD and cocaine, and washed it down with a 24-ounce monster, it still wouldn't be as trippy as this. Yeah, very possibly.
Yeah. Nate,
probably true.
Nate, if what I think is going to happen is going to happen, and we're definitely going down that road, make it a double.
Yeah, make it a double. It's going to get worse next week. This is actually a good off-ramp to say, okay, that's it. We're done. He did what he set out to do, and that's it. But next week, all of this gets turned on its head.
What?
Yeah.
Why can't we just enjoy the moment, dude?
because it's
well-
not our, idiom.
Right, exactly.
It just wouldn't be us.
So, do you remember that when he told when Coop was in the lodge, the fireman sat down with him and said, "Remember 4:30 and Richard and Linda, two birds with one stone." Well, we've gotten the reference two birds with one stone. Richard and Linda will be resolved next week.
Makes you think, huh?
Uh-huh.
Don't everyone talk at once. Okay.
What'd you think of Andy?
I still think the belly is fake.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It looks like a
Honestly,
pillow.
I don't know.
He seemed all right, for the whole, he seemed excited to see Cooper, but it wasn't Cooper.
He definitely had it all together, right? So one of the things I've said about Andy is he's got a certain purity of heart, right? Which makes him open to taking leaps of faith. You give Andy an opportunity to do what's right and give him a little bit of foreknowledge, he's going to come through for you. That's basically what we see play out here.
Yeah.
Andy's good people.
He is.
I still don't know what picnic they were supposed to be going on. He had a picnic basket. So was he taking Lucy on a picnic?
Yes, I think
or
so.
what? Because then why would you bring the picnic basket inside the sheriff's
Picnic
station?
lunch. I don't know. Maybe they were going out of the building for a little bit.
Well,
Don't you
whatever
think-
plans they had, they were definitely they're waylaid.
Is don't you think back when Laura gets sucked out of the lodge in the earlier episode correspond to the body disappearing and Laura disappearing from Cooper's grasp? I would think most likely. Yeah.
I think you're onto something there. And maybe the idea of trying to get, timelines to line up might be a futile case. I think that we've seen it literally from the beginning. Is this future? Is this past? A lot of the Jeffrey stuff, thinking he's talking about one Cooper when he's talking about the other, or he's pointing to the other. Answering questions that weren't asked, that are actually asked by someone else at a different time. I think there's a lot of timey-wiminess going on. So, if Laura is pulled from the lodge and she disappears from his grasp, and you're right, it does sound like it's the same scream. Are they happening simultaneously? They're related, yes, but simultaneously from whose perspective? Time is relative.
Time is relative.
Yep. At least that's what Einstein said. And he was a pretty smart guy, so I pretty much...
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. But
It's bad about that whole bomb thing. I'm sorry.
actually, everyone talks about it like he invented the thing or
He
something.
invented it.
He may be the father of quantum physics, but it wasn't him that really came up with anything significant related to
Oppenheimer.
Yep.
It was
Yep.
Oppenheimer. I saw
Definitely
the movie.
more Oppenheimer than anything else.
I saw the movie. And we saw the bomb on this show too, didn't we?
Yes, we did. I think there's a connection there too. Definitely going to be talking about that in a couple weeks when we start getting into the final dossier and the secret history of Twin Peaks. But yeah, I think I've addressed the most obvious standout things. The show that started out being about a young girl's murder has gone far off the reservation. Well, it's still all about Laura, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's still all about Laura.
Laura is the key to everything. She's
Yep.
she's the catalyst. She's the MacGuffin.
Yep.
Okay.
She may also be the muffin, but we're not going to go talk about that right now.
Hey.
Yeah. She said it, not me.
Yep.
I'm thinking of Little Miss Moffat sitting on the Toffet or something. I don't
Well,
know.
yes.
Just, okay.
Yes.
We need David Lynch's fairy tale theater. Forget about Shelley.
No, we don't. That would just mess me up entirely.
This is my retelling of Rumpelstiltskin. There would be many twists and turns. You might not understand it. Okay. Here we go.
Pinocchio would be a story about a boy that wants to become a wooden toy, right?
There you go. Rumpelstiltskin. It's a story about a little man from another place whose name you have to guess. And it turns out to be George.
And he has something to do with the pain he causes others. They cause it themselves, right?
Right. Exactly.
He's just the messenger or something.
Aged Boomer needs to get not only to 3,000 watch hours, but he also needs to get to 1,000 or 500, or is it 500 or 1,000 subscribers? You got to get to. Yeah, we got to get him more subscribers too.
Oh, yeah, but like I said, we're one thing at a time. We're getting you and Netters on her way, right?
Yeah, and I'm getting real close to the 4,000 and AdSense dollars.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying not to give it to me because my public watch hours are at 4,100, and the watch hours for monetization is still saying 3,900. So I'm like, I'm already 200 over, and you're not giving it to me. What is your major malfunction? This has been a great couple weeks for me. And it's mostly, it seems to me, mostly because of the Geeky Geezers clips. They've been getting a lot of interaction, and that's really, really been helping.
Plus, me having you on 24/7.
Well, yes.
And
there's
other
that
people.
too.
Yeah.
There is that too. A lot of people are really trying to help us out here.
Yeah, it's like I got several things going on to try and help other people get to their watch hours. So I got Curtis on, John Doe Juggalo, of course you, because those are the people I know are trying to get to their watch hour, to their milestone. If there's anybody else, I can watch you in incognito too.
But see, that wouldn't hold up David Lynch. He would just get a younger, prettier bird.
What?
Some new ingenue.
You know something? You know, David Lynch did Flappy dirty. I'm not going to get into details on this, but when you read the unauthorized biography, you'll learn these things, okay?
Yeah.
Flappy
yeah.
was a man with many appetites, or a bird with many appetites, and you can't fault him for that.
Yeah.
He was passionate.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
No, Curtis, I think you're right. I think that YouTube holds back on those things as long as it possibly can.
Well, yeah, you also have to remember that it usually takes a couple of days between calculating your hours to when they tell you how many you have.
Right. Right.
So
And it seems
there's,
that
yeah,
if you're watching incognito mode, it takes a couple extra days for it to actually add those on. We
Yeah.
discovered.
That seems to be the case, yeah. Yes, it is very, very frustrating. There's no doubt about it.
As for my watch hours, I'm trying a different tack to see if I can trick them into giving me the AdSense. I'm trying a different email address basically and seeing if they'll allow me to use that for my AdSense for my channel.
Yeah, we're going to have to figure something out.
Well, let me see if this works first. It might.
But yeah, on the Twin Peaks thing, again, I don't want to say too much because I think we all need to kind of chew on this a little bit. Remember, I've spent the past 25 years, 30 years now, kind of ruminating on all of this, So I've got some insights here, and it's almost impossible to talk about this episode without talking about the next episode. That's why I'm saving a lot for next week. And I do think that the following week we should just take a conversational week to try and digest and talk about a lot of this stuff, because there is a lot.
Okay then.
But anyway.
Yeah, chew on this last episode for a bit, huh?
Yep.
Indeed.
Cool.
All right. Well, I think this is as good a place as any to wrap it up, because we are not quite done yet. Those of you who are on my channel, if you stay after the show's over, you will be redirected to Troy's channel for tonight's episode of Blake 7.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to remind everyone that I am going to be joining Jedi Bill Thursday. Well, not Jedi Bill anymore, sorry. Outlaw Bill, formerly Jedi Bill, for Action Theater. And it's a special Halloween episode where we are going to be watching Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Oh, good. It was a
Yes.
good book.
Yeah.
Friday, of course, I will be joining Big Al Presents for a special Friday night Films with Friends, where we will be watching The Crawling Eye, also known as the Trollenberg Terror, and, of course, was the first movie on Mystery Science Theater 3000 after the KTMA episodes. And of course, rejoin us right back here next week for the conclusion of Twin Peaks.
Yep.
Troy, what do you have coming up?
Well, yeah, obviously we got Blake 7, Seek, Locate, Destroy coming up right after this. Well,
There's dialects
yeah,
in the
pretty much
episode?
right after this. Well, it is written by Terry Nation, so the creator of the Daleks. So that is a good point. And then, of course, on Friday, Boomer and I will be presenting what I think is a classic Halloween 70s variety show, the Paul Lynde Halloween special. It's just 1 hour, and I think it's trippy, not like tonight's episode was trippy. It's trippy in a 70s way. So, might get a kick out of it.
Groovy.
Yeah.
All right. Netter.
Let's see. Well, aside from being co-host on Troy's channel right after this,
Yeah.
Friday Night Last Call, and then back here again next week. On Thursday, my special guest will be here for a special reason. Tom Conkle is my special guest.
Yep.
And not only will we be talking about what's going on with Island in the Stars, but since I have gotten my 3,000 watch hours, we will have a special giveaway of a signed copy of Trouble Is My Business.
Yep.
So whoever is interested, you're going to have to be willing to give me your address so I can send it to you. Otherwise, it kind of defeats the purpose of you winning.
Yeah. Good point.
Let's see, and then, let's see, Saturday is on my channel for Retro Cinema. We will be watching Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Other than that, like I said, me co-hosting everywhere. That's it.
Boomer.
This Friday, I will be on Last Call with Troy Pacelli here, and we will be having a very special Halloween edition of the Last Call. And then on Sunday, we will be talking about some major events going on, like looks like new leadership changes at Disney, from what I can tell.
Yeah, we'll talk about that for sure.
And apparently, James Gunn is doing stuff with the DC canon, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That you're excited about, right?
We'll talk about it on Sunday.
All right. That's it.
All right. Netter, would you like to take us out with your closer?
I could do that. I know how. We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well good and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat, and you're dropping comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're all hanging out in the same room, enjoying each other's company and having a great time. And you guys, you know you're not just our friends. You are our family. We love you guys, and we appreciate you so very much. You could be anywhere right now, and you're here.
Mm-hmm.
It's so encouraging. I love seeing you guys in each of our streams. You don't just encourage us, you encourage one another by being here. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our family. Thank you in the many ways that you support our channels. It could be a comment, a thumbs up, for those who are monetized, memberships, super chats, super stickers, sharing out the stream, whatever it is. Thank you for supporting us and our channels. And remember, we do this for you. This isn't for us. This is for you.
Yep.
And the more you support us, the better we can make our channels for you.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you again for being here and being a part of our family. And notice I didn't say YouTube family, just family.
Yep.
Have a really great night. We will see you on Troy's channel in just a few minutes.
Yep.
Good night and God bless.
And as I always say, thank you all once again for joining us. Everyone watching on Twitter, I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Everyone who joined us in the various live chats, and those of you who follow along on the replay. From HQ, the corner of Sparkwood and 21, in all points, north, south, east, west, and beyond. Good night. Take care. Stay strong. Be safe. Stand behind the guy who's the One Punch Man. Because this is how we win.
Yeah.
Es ist viel zu warm. Es ist fast.
Hallo, hier ist Klofeld.